Hello, everybody. Welcome back for today's day 2 of official spoilers. I think I'll just enable it day 2 if people get confused. Oh well. So we have another planeswalker. Technically, we have 3, but I'm not gonna go. I'm honestly not gonna go over the planeswalker intro deck planeswalker because they're not gonna be really. I mean, yeah, you could use them. I mean, actually, hold on one second. I'm gonna do that. There we go. Down. So, yeah, those two are, and the art is gorgeous. But in terms of function, they're just okay for intro planeswalker. We're not going to get into that. What we are going to get into is our 3rd planeswalker of the set so far, and they actually did announce our Mark Rosemeyer did confirm, I think, on Twitter that there are actually 4 planeswalkers in this set with 5 in the block, so we'll get 1 more in the next block. So I believe Dovin Bond is going to be the last planeswalker for this block. But we have Nissa, and Nissa's card is Nissa Vital Force. She is 3 generic, 2 mana, a 5 loyalty planeswalker, so 5 for 5. +1 is untap target land you control. Until the next turn, it becomes a 5/5 elemental creature with haste. It's still a land. This is a good... First off, that's a solid ability, and should be noted, her ultimate is a -6. But that's a solid ability simply because if you need to attack, you can attack, or if you want to just actually have a blocker on call, because it's until your next turn it stays like that. So you go through your opponent's turn, your next turn you got that. So she actually is able to defend herself pretty damn well. That's important for a lot of planeswalkers. But then her -1 is return target permanent card from your graveyard to your hand. A lot of recursion. People are going to really like that, especially starting at 5 loyalty. If you can get some protection on her to start off with, she'll be very useful. 1 second too. There's her card. I just like that kind of regal sense she has. And then her -6 is you get an emblem. With whenever a land enters the battlefield under your control, you may draw a card. It's a basic one, but it's a one that's, especially with mana ramp. I mean, I could see people get like cheating her out like on turn 3 to 4. Which means if you're able to get her ultimate off, then you're able to just draw a card every time you play a land. That's some strategic value right there. Now, it's not like one of the bombastic ultimates we often get, but it doesn't need to be. It's solid for what it is. Then we have next we have Lathnu Helion, a 2 generic, 1 red Helion 4/4 haste. Now, it's pretty much that when they were previewing this card, they were going about all the the quick play die cards. Basically, you put haste attack that it dies at the end of turn, you sacrifice it. This is something similar, except when it enters the battlefield, you get 2 energy. At the beginning of your upkeep, at the beginning of your end step, sacrifice this card unless you pay 2 energy. Now, because of the way energy is working right now in this set, this could be a very actually useful card because you do not have to get rid of it if you have the means. I mean, you automatically get the 2 energy. You can attack. You can either decide to keep it, or if you want to just save your energy for something even more bombastic, let's say you have multiples of this, then you could see some shenanigans happening. This is a very solid card. It's on the cheap side. Its stats are good for what it is. It will smash in some faces. Madcap Experiment. +3 generic, 1 red. Reveal cards from the top of your library until you reveal an artifact card. Put that card, it's sorcery, by the way, rare. Put that card on the battlefield and the rest on the bottom of your library in random orders. Madcap deals damage equal to the number of cards revealed this way. So, believe it or not, this is a deceiving card for me. And the reason I say that is because you actually don't... I mean, you want artifacts, obviously, to use this. And you want at least multiple so you have chances of actually getting it and, not wasting the card. If you have, 1 artifact in the deck, the card's not going to work most of the time because you're probably either going to draw or whatever. I'd say 5 artifacts will work with this. This thing is a fucking bomb when you think about it. Really think about it for a second. If you've got a 60-card deck, which is the minimum what most people are going to play, you got only 5 artifacts that you really need. Maybe going all the way up to 10 or something. But let's say 5, which is something I can see myself doing because I don't run very many artifacts outside of artifact-based decks. And let's say it's like, I don't know, just get 4 mana. So let's say you play this on turn 4. Which means you probably don't, if you don't have, there's little chance you have all your artifacts in your hand. You could, I mean, obviously in theory you could just get the 1 artifact, you'll deal 1 damage, but there's a very likelihood that if you're running very few artifacts, you're going to just cycle through a bunch of your deck until, oh wait, no, damage to you equal the, okay, never mind. I misread that card. Oh, no, this card's not that good then. I mean, yeah, you're going to cheat an artifact out, but now you need, I have to completely redefine my statement. You want to run this in a heavy artifact deck because you'll get your free artifact and then you'll have to take some damage. Sorry, I reread that. I read that wrong. After rereading, it's like, no, it deals damage equal to you in the number of cards that are revealed. Because so otherwise you're screwed that way. So, but it's still a good search card. I know people like those effects. Then we have, now this was an interesting a cycle they showed off. This is, now where is it? Oh yeah, okay. So on MTG Salvations, it's not organized in the right way. But if you want to actually see the art in full, because these three actually their art is basically all one giant piece of art. You just gotta line the cards up right, and going from left to right. So 1, 2, 2. So basically in order. You want to have it in animation module, deconation module, and then fabrication module. That's the order you want to have if you want to actually see the art in full. And going by that, we have animation module, 1 mana of any color. Whenever 1 or more +1/+1 counters are placed on a permanent you control, you may pay 1 of any color. If you do, put a 1/1 color servo artifact creature and token into play. Pay 3 and then tap this. Choose a counter on target permanent or player. Give that permanent or player another counter of that kind. So it's kind of like a doubling season, or kind of like a Vorel the Hulk-clad, except on a lesser basis. But you can, it's also, I can see this people getting back in the poison counters, like in the standards, where poison counters still are a thing. Mark it because you like in this card. But obviously it's used to increase energy, used to increase counters, things along those lines. If you get multiples of these, then it can get kind of crazy a little bit. And whoop, go back. And then we have a deconation. I might be mispronouncing deconation module. 2 mana of any color. Whenever a creature enters the battlefield under your control, you get an energy. Right off the bat, this is going to be a very important card in those energy decks. Pay 4, tap this target creature you control, return target creature you control to its owner's hand. Good little blink effect to get out of save a creature. Then fabrication module, 3 mana of any color. Whenever you get 1 or more energy counters, put a +1/+1 counter target creature you control. Obviously, these things kind of go hand in hand in tandem. Then you can pay 4, you get 1 energy. So they're all fine for this limited format that they're in. Then we have our last card for the day, at least the last card that I'm probably going to be able to talk about. We might get a couple more later on in the day, but this is going to be the last one I talk about until tomorrow. Torrential GearHulk. Now, we've already had a couple of different of the Construct Mythics. This is we're still missing the red and we got the blue and the green, or we got the white and the green. We're still missing the red and the black. Here's the blue one. Torrential GearHulk is, and by the way, sorry, I should have, yep, there's the arts for that. Now, like I said, it's in order from the way you want it. You want it to be that one, and then that one to actually get the full art flavor. But moving on. So yeah, we got the GearHulk right here, big old fatty, and he's actually the fattest, the biggest of them, surprisingly, which is interesting because he's blue. I mean, okay, the green one, let's be clear, is the biggest one because it's effect, but in just general stats, this one's actually the biggest at a 5/6 for 6, 2 blue, 4 generic. Flash enters the battlefield. You may cast target instant a card from your graveyard without paying its mana cost. If you do, if that card would be put into the graveyard, return this turn, exile it. Decent, solid card, especially if you're going to flash it in, but it's all going to be dependent on what instances you're running. Like if you're running like a blue-red burn spell deck, yeah, that thing's going to be a beast, because then you can just cheat him out with a flash, bring back your giant burn spell, and then just burn someone's face off with it. Or, oh, what was it? I have it up actually right now. So one of the cards you recently got spoiled, I think yesterday, was... Oh yeah, Harness Lightning. Cheat Harness Lightning back in the battlefield. You get the You get the 3 energy again if you have any extra energy, so you'll get the free giant blast that creature's face. Yeah. Cha winning. Yeah, I can completely, utterly see that. That is actually kind of sick. And that's just the small one. Imagine some of the other big ones we got. In fact, let me see if I can find any other sorceries or instances that... oh, wait, instances. Yeah, it's an instance. So, what are instances do we have right now? And I'm just going by this set. I'm not going by what else is in like standards or other formats right now. You could get the Essence Attraction, 3 damage to a creature and gain 3 life. That's a solid one. Okay. Aether Trade ones, I suppose. Wow, we don't have that many instances right now spoiled. Huh. Go figure. I'm surprised we got that few instances spoiled right now. But anyway, yeah, that's my thoughts. A lot of good stuff coming out. I dig a lot of these sets, but I'm really, really loving this set right now. It's beautiful art, gorgeous. I love the mechanics and how they work. I don't mind artifact blocks. I got a little worn out on Mirrodin, especially when the Phyrexian thing happened, but whatever. It is what it is. But yeah, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, share, subscribe. As always, if you want us to review something, put in the comments below. Let us know. We'll do a review of it at some point. Ideas for who wins, put those in the comments below too. I get to those. I do. I'll be back tomorrow with Magic, who would win, and whatever else I need to get done during the week. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.